Hello and welcome to the Intellivision show. I am your host, the Intellivision Gamer, and this is a PRGE special show. We're going to have interviews. I'm going to show you all my pickups, and there's a lot of them. So we're also going to show you a private live auction for a rare box. We're going to show you some familiar faces, and for some of you maybe not so familiar faces, and we're going to have a lot of other show pictures and videos. Sit back, grab some popcorn. It's going to be a long show. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, we're going to get started with all the interviews. We have 9 interviews for you today, 8 of which are Intellivision related, 1 being Champ Games, and we're going to go in the order in which I took them at the show. So let's get into Champ Games. All right, here we have John of Champ Games. Why don't you show us what you have for release today?
Okay, well, we got our new games that we have, Elevator Agent, based on a popular arcade game. And we also have Turbo Arcade, full 3D racing on your 2600.
Very cool. I have all of your games with these two, and I'm looking forward to trying them. All right.
We also have a t-shirt.
Shirts. I need one of those as well, please.
Okay, good.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Oh, there you have it. Champ Games new releases 2 more games to their already spectacular 2600 collection. These guys are the best. I buy all their games. Now, there was also a coupler that went with Turbo from 8-Bit Widgets, and you will see that picture somewhere in this show. All right, let's move on to the next interview. Okay, next up we have Ed from Opcode Games. Now, they already put out a lot of high-quality games for other consoles, but in 2024, they are bringing us 5 Intellivision games. Let's have a listen. What's going on, everyone? The Intellivision Gamer here. I am here with Ed of Opcode, and he has some upcoming games for Intellivision, and we're going to ask him a few questions. So you have 5 upcoming games in 2024, and you have a few demos here today to show us. You want to tell us a little bit about the games that are coming?
Yeah, of course. So we have been publishing ColecoVision games for the past 20 years, and now we decide to enter the Intellivision space. So we have a lineup of games coming next year, and we have 3 games here that we brought that in different stages of development. So one of them is a sort of enhanced re-release, that's Goonies. I think it was called before Goonish. I don't remember the name, sorry.
Good enough.
Good enough, that's right. So this version, it has improved sound. So it uses the ECS for sound.
Nice.
So if you have that, you get a better soundtrack. And also, we got a few extra tunes added to the game. We have some more variation. We also have here, we made a deal with a company called City Connection. They own the rights for all the arcade games made by Jaleco in the 80s, 90s. And we made a deal with them. We got license for Exarion, which is a shooting arcade game.
I played that one a few minutes ago, and I must say I like that one.
Oh, awesome. And we also got a more obscure game called Naughty Boy, which I believe was distributed in the US by Cinematronics or something, the company. So they're coming for different platforms, including the Intellivision. So I have here the demo for the Intellivision version.
So it's a nice shooter where you have elevation, different enemies.
Yeah.
It does take a little bit of getting used to.
It's a little bit floaty, let's say, but that's how the arcade works.
Yeah, it's a good reproduction.
You have 2 different kinds of, fire. You have regular.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Okay. I didn't even see that.
You have a regular one, which is unlimited, but you have the rapid fire, but that's limited. So you get an extra rapid fire every time you hit an enemy. And when you shoot a rapid fire, you can see there is an icon there next to your ship showing how many shoots you still have.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm definitely a fan of this one. What do you have? What's next?
All right. And finally, we have a 3rd demo here. And that's for the game Montezuma's Revenge. Now, however, before I show that disclaimer, we're still in negotiations with the owner of the IP, the game, the creator of the game. Um, I believe we're gonna secure that, but anyways, just make sure you
And
know.
I tried this one a few minutes ago while we were waiting for you off camera, and I really like this one as well.
Yeah, I think it's very well done. It includes all the rooms from the original. It's all I don't remember. I think it's 100 different rooms or
Oh
something.
wow,
Everything is included. You have all the different levels, just like the original version.
very nice. Let's check this out.
Yes.
It looks and plays amazing. Gotta grab the key, get back over to one of the white doors.
Yeah, I believe the original game was created for the Atari 800, but then Parker Bros got the rights for the game and then ported the game to different platforms, but the Intellivision never got a official port.
Now this is the part where I may die. Can you only carry one key at a time? I'm not sure.
I know.
Oh,
I
I got
think
them both.
you can collect,
Okay.
yeah, many different keys. If you think about this, is sort of very first example, very early example of sort of Metroidvania kind of game where
Yeah.
you have to do a lot of backtracking to collect different keys, to open different doors, and then access different areas.
Now, I play a lot of Intellivision games, obviously, but this is one I'm really looking forward to. I'm really excited about this one. I like Xerion, and I'm looking forward to trying your other games as well. And I love seeing more publishers putting out Intellivision games. I like anyone in the retro community, but Intellivision especially. And is there anything else you want to tell people,
Yeah,
possibly when they're
yes.
coming? I see you have a game club.
So we're very proud of the packaging we use in our ColecoVision games, and we bring that same packaging for the Intellivision. So we still don't have a final printed box for the Intellivision, but I can show you. This is one of our games for the ColecoVision. So we use this kind of hard case um, box, which opens like a book style with magnetic closure here. And we're gonna, the Intellivision box is gonna be just like those, but gold instead of silver.
Okay, can I take that?
Yes,
Oh, that box feels nice. So, are they going to be box and cart? Or are they going to be overlays, manual?
everything. Again,
Sweet.
yeah, I don't have samples yet, but for example, this is one of our manuals for the ColecoVision. Again, we're gonna use the same quality.
Yeah, this is very thick, glossy, nice paper. I mean, when you
Yeah.
feel this, you're like, I like that manual.
We
Very,
like
very
to
well done.
offer this. The thing is, $60 not exactly cheap, so we think we're selling premium stuff, and we like to offer a premium feeling for to buy our games.
So, when can we expect to start looking for your first game to be released in 24?
Hopefully, early 24. Yeah, that's the plan. We have some games that are basically finished, like the Goonies. Uh, Montezuma is basically waiting for the go-ahead from the owner, the IP. So those should be probably the first two. Xerium is still work in progress. So
Okay, and how can people get a hold of you? Website, Atari Age? Where's the best places for
the
people to
best
reach you?
place. So right now we don't have a website right now. We have a website, but it's just a placeholder. We're looking for a company to help us with that.
Okay.
But the best way, if you want to contact us, is send us an email to you could send either support@opcodegames.com or info@opcodegames.com, and I'm gonna send you, all the information you need. We also have a club that, for now is for ColecoVision users, but we plan to extend this to Intellivision users in some way.
Oh, I like clubs.
Yeah, so I'm not sure yet if it's gonna be a separate club or if you're gonna
All
merge.
in one.
Yeah, put everything under the same club. But
And I'll make sure to put links in the description so you guys can have those. Is there anything else that you want to bring up?
We are, usually we post Atari Age, so probably when you get, to the point where
Atari Age is big for the retro community.
yes, yeah. So when you get to the point where we have something ready or close to that to start offering the games, we're gonna announce that.
All right. Well, thank you, Ed. I appreciate you bringing and showing us everything. I appreciate your time, and I really look forward to buying your games when they come out.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Television Gamer, we'll move on and show you guys some more Intellivision goodies. Thank you. Appreciate that. There you have it. Opcode Games, already a great publisher, now adding Intellivision to their lineup. What games am I looking forward to the most? Man, that Montezuma's Revenge looks amazing. I hope they get that license and put out this game. Definitely going to be one I'm going to play to the end. The other one that looks good is Xerion. So some of them I wasn't able to see, but I'm sure we'll see some footage soon. Let's get into the next interview. Okay, next up we have Justin Cheer, who goes by Black Tiger on Atari Age, gonna tell us about a new game that he is working on. All right, we are here with Justin, and he has some information on an upcoming Intellivision release. You want to tell us a little bit about this game?
It's called Napoleonic Wars. It's being published by Homebrew Inc. And it's basically Stratego with cinematic scenes every time one card takes another card. Just going to get it started here.
All right, we're going to show you a little bit of gameplay as he talks.
I'm going to, it's being programmed by Brian Cooden, Brian's Man Cave. And, oh, I thought that shot didn't show up. So you can choose to play as either Britain or France. So if you chose France, there would have been a portrait of Napoleon giving commands.
Who else will be involved in the release of the game?
Don Toledo, he goes by Mjolnir. He's doing the sound. He's got all the sound ready as far as I know. And it has ECS support for 6 channels. You can only move one card at a time, but this is missing some sprites. And there will be unique cinemas for pretty much every unit and every combination. Right now, there's just, I think, 3 placeholders. But the goal is to capture the other army's flag. But I think the fastest you can do a game is probably about half an hour, so it only shows so much. But
definitely looks interesting. I have seen this before, but it's great to hear the information and watch someone play it.
There's also a whole new map background with different variations that's not implemented yet. There's going to be some voice samples planned. They aren't started yet. There you go, that's another unique one. If the same unit attacks the same unit, they cancel each other out, so you get a scene of them killing each other.
And here we have the box. All right, so is this something that we may be able to expect in 2024, or is it just going to be when it's done and wait and see?
All I know is that release date is 2024. It's far enough along that, barring a disaster, it should be sometime next year.
All right, we'll get a little more gameplay here, and if you're lucky enough to be here, there are a lot of games on display, and this is one of them. All right, there you have Napoleonic Wars. Now, there is a great team working on this game. I've seen the box. It looks amazing as well. I expect big things from this one. Now, let's head on to the next interview. Okay, next up we have Harvey, who is the programmer and publisher for a very unique game, making light fun of the Amico Cornhole game. Let's have a listen. All right, here we have Harvey, and he has an interesting release for the Intellivision. Can you tell us a little bit about the game?
This is Amico Cornhole. it makes light fun of the Intellivision Amico, and at the same time, I'm hoping the game is fun, and I'm hoping the whole Amico versus Amigo thing is also a little bit of fun.
All right, let's show it off a little bit here. Here is the screen. What am I in here? Check out the G and the C. Amigo, Amico, Amigo, Amico. What do you hit to get it started here?
Are you on the main screen?
Yeah.
Press like 1.
All right, there we go. This is the game here. So it is complete in-box treatment. There is the manual. Here we have the overlays. And let's see, here we have the cart.
The box, and we've got an insert for
insert.
the box. And the back of the box has some fun
verbiage.
Verbiage regarding the Amigo versus the Amico again.
All right.
Just some light fun.
Well, thank you, Harvey.
All right,
I
you're
already got
welcome.
my copy.
Yep.
There's a limited number of copies. You pretty much got to be here to get one, or will these be available after the show?
These will be available at some point after the show, yes.
And if someone wants to inquire about a copy, where do they have to go?
The easiest way is I'm 511 under at AtariAge.com forums.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Hey, you're welcome.
All right, there you have Amigo Cornhole. That is definitely the most unique game that I purchased at the show. I tried it. One of my Intellivision 2 consoles was there, and people were playing it. I enjoyed it. Something new, something different. Yes, it makes light fun of the Amico, but that's okay. It brought us another game for the Intellivision. All right, guys, let's move on to the next interview. Okay, next up we have Rev from Intellivision Revolution. Now, it's very hard to get him to go on camera. So, Rev, I really appreciate you giving me this interview and telling us about what you have available for the show. All right, here we are at PRGE, and we are at the Intellivision Revolution booth. Why don't you tell us about your homebrew releases that you have here at the show?
All right, we got 12 new releases. 3 of them are Intellivision by David Harley. So, all brand new. There's Super Mario Brothers.
Definitely got to check that out.
We got Pitfall 3. Traffic Jam. Rags to Riches. Zor. We got Boing. Triple Challenge 2. Peter the P. And Melody Blaster 2.
All right, so for those of us that will not be at the show, where can we get these games afterwards? Will all of them be available on the website?
Any that don't sell out will be in the store.
All right.
After the show, and then throughout the rest of the year.
All right. Thank you for your time, sir.
Enjoy.
Okay, there you heard it from Rev himself. 12 new releases, 9 of his and 3 from Intellivision, breaking last year's record. A lot of these games look really good, and I can't wait to get into them. I'm going to have gameplay videos coming soon on all the new releases. Okay, next we have William Moeller from Electronite. Let's see what he has to say. All right, we are here with William Moeller of Electronite, and why don't you let us know what games you have available here today, and I'll show them off as you speak.
Well, I have our favorite TNT Cowboy, which everyone loves. And
Great game, I have that one.
It's like a Bomberman with an adventure, which was really cool. We have Infiltrator, which is like Metal Gear Solid.
Another great game.
This includes a 40-page manual and an original soundtrack CD in every game, which is nice. Lots of fun. I have Ninja Odyssey. We also are carrying some homebrew games today. Things like Fantasy, Cosmic Avenger, Wizard of War, Omega Rays, Plax, Commerce of Mars, Yar's Revenge, Mr. Chess, Stop the Express, Pumpkin Trilogy, which is brand new.
Brand new release.
And that's pretty much it for Mr. Chess.
So after the show, if people are looking for some of your releases, what are their options?
Well, we have to work on our website, but it's best to email me at electronite@hotmail.com and to find out what is available, and I can ship from Canada for North America, but I'd rather ship to Europe when I'm in Thailand. I'll be in Thailand for December and January, and the shipping is much more reasonable from Thailand.
All
So
right, there you guys go. We have lots of releases available from Electronite and Homebrew Inc., and you can pick them up afterwards if you're not here at the show. All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Man, look at all those great games William had at the event. Now, most of these were already previously released, but there are a lot of good games that people needed, and he sold out. So the new one I grabbed was Pumpkin Trilogy. I'm looking forward to getting into that one. It's multiple Halloween games and one CIB release. Now, there was also another game that was not shown. It was very limited, Thunder Soldier, and I will be showing that off in a video coming up soon. All right, let's check out the next interview. Okay, next up, a man that needs no introduction, John Hancock, very popular YouTuber. Let's see what upcoming game he has in the works. All right, we're here with John Hancock, and he has something a little different. And why don't you tell us about your upcoming Intellivision game?
So the programmer is Brian's Man Cave, and I've combined with him and the Intellivision community, Rev, several other people are kind of helping me with a physical release for Intellivision. So I'm working with several people, and the goal is to have a version of Block'em Sock'em, and I make it for other consoles. I have it for Genesis, I have it for Super Nintendo, and I have it for Jaguar. And so I wanted a classic console Intellivision. It'll be my first Intellivision release, physical. And working with several people, my goal is to have a box copy next year. Target price is $50. It will have 2 overlays. It will have a box. So it'll be a cardboard box release. And I kind of want the theme of kind of a late, like Super Pro. So I kind of want a Super Pro manual and a label on it, just because that was an era of Intellivision that I grew up with. And so kind of that late 80s release kind of era. And so the goal is to have it physical at PRGE next year. But I'm also going to offer it to other Intellivision people, hopefully after the show, probably through Atari Age, through the forums or something. I'll be able to ship it too. So 100 copies. We're looking at a target 100 copies, and that's what I know so far. So the game's being finalized, the audio is being worked on, and proceeds, like some of my other releases, will be split with the programmer.
Very cool. I will be here next year, and I'm looking forward to come picking up that Intellivision game.
That's the goal. That's the tentative goal.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Right, thanks.
Okay, I'm kind of excited about this one. Brian's Man Cave working on Block'em Sock'em along with other key members in the Intellivision community to get out a complete in-box Intellivision game for John Hancock. Look for this one, post it on Atari Age. Maybe he'll still have copies at next year's show. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, next up we have Al from Atari Age/Atari, and he is going to tell us about something very interesting that you don't normally see from the Atari booth. All right, we're here with Al, and you have some exciting news for Intellivision fans. Can you tell us a little bit about your game coming up?
So the first game that we're publishing for the Intellivision is Akalabeth, which is Richard Garriott's first game before he created the Ultima games. People like to call it Ultima Zero. We got permission from Richard to produce Akalabeth for the Intellivision, and I actually hired the artist who created all the artwork for the Ultima games. His name is Dennis Lube, and I may be pronouncing it wrong. And he created the original Akalabeth artwork, and he agreed to redo it entirely. I commissioned it, and he finished it in mid-September. I was going to try to get it done for this show, so it'll be coming out in the spring. But the game was created by Oscar Toledo on the Intellivision. He's a prolific programmer. I'm sure you've played some of his games. He did a terrific conversion of it. It was originally released on the Apple II, so it's an old game, but it's amazing on television. I'm a huge Ultima fan, and that's what got me into game development, 30 years ago. So we're pretty excited to bring this to Intellivision fans. And again, it'll be coming out probably in the spring of next year, no later than that. And we're gonna make a nice box for it, gatefold box, and nice printed materials and everything else as well.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I'll be looking Not sure what was going on with my mic in that one. Luckily, I was only speaking a little bit in the beginning, but I am really looking forward to a nano chess game published by Atari Age. That should be a great combination. And he also told me that they will be publishing several more Intellivision games, so stay tuned. Okay, now for our final interview. Frank, who goes by FDR for Prez on Atari Age, is going to tell us about a quite interesting new product he's working on. All right, I am here with Frank, FDR for Prez on Atari Age, and he has an interesting controller for this Intellivision 2. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Since the Intellivision doesn't have a gamepad and people don't like the discs so much, I figured why not build one myself? So the Sega Genesis 3 button has 3 buttons for the 3 actions. I put a thumbstick in it for 16 control, and I added the start button will be pause, so that functions as the 9 and 1 combination. The joystick has a push button for enter. Depending on the game, you might need a Y adapter for some keypad inputs, or you could use the other controller for that keypad input. But for, you know, space shoot 'em up'ems, you know, action adventure games, that's all you need. Thumbstick and a few buttons.
So when do you think that these might be available for purchase?
I'm hoping springtime. Busy at work, busy at home. The circuit board is designed. I just need to do a couple of fine-tunements on it, get the boards made, and do some testing to see if the firmware is good and consistent. I'll probably have some available for beta testing. Oh, yeah, before springtime, I'd hope.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for letting us know. It's very cool. I was playing with it earlier, and it works very well.
Thank you.
Man, am I ever excited for a gamepad controller that can function on the Intellivision and also has 16 directions on the thumb pad. I mean, this is a great start. This is a prototype. I was playing several games with it, and it was amazing. So there's also a side note here. I have it. He let me take the prototype home. Again, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm going to be doing some testing, playing several different games. Again, this is a prototype, but it is fully functional. It plugs in USB for power, and then you have to have an Intellivision 2 console or Sears or adapters to play on the original console. And man, it is great. So I really look forward to getting my hands on the final version. Hopefully he'll let me show it off for you guys, and maybe we'll have him on the regular show when it's finalized. All right, that's going to do it for interviews. Let's move on. Okay, I hope you enjoyed all those amazing interviews. Some of those people will be back on the show at a later date for updates and such. And now we're going to show you a slideshow with pictures and videos throughout the weekend at PRGE. I hope you enjoy it. This is Thursday evening. Some things are getting set up. Here's the Intellivision Mega Booth, still early. There is Mike. A lot of people are going to come in tomorrow. Pretty empty still, some early people like us. The whole Intellivision crew's here already. And I'll do this again tomorrow. People are starting to trickle in. There's Albert and John Hancock doing a little video, I believe, about the Jaguar games. I'm sure you'll see that later. Quite a bit of space out here. It's just gonna keep getting fuller and fuller all day, even into tomorrow. Some people come later. If you guys aren't here, you're missing something spectacular this weekend. So here we have all the consoles. All the arcade machines are on the other side. They were together last year. This is pretty amazing. TVs and consoles set up, all generations. Hey, there's some of those Crosley TVs. I have a few of them. I love these TVs. Let's kind of walk around and show you guys. Later today, there will be tons of people in here playing all of this. Everyone's still setting up, but it's getting there. We're getting to some of the older stuff. I'm gonna walk through these. TurboGrafx 16, yes. Odyssey 2. TI 99. Coleco. Here we go, Intellivision. Oh, I see something cool that I've never played. There's the Jaguar stuff, some more Atari, and look at these guys. Oh, Vectrex. I'm definitely gonna have to come over and try some of these. What an amazing, amazing setup here. Here we have the 70s living rooms. These are really cool. Definitely brings back memories. Atari on this side. Slightly newer decor, and an NES on this side. Very cool. Check this guy out. I saw this online. It looks even bigger in person. I am 6 foot tall, and you can see this thing is humongous. Here we have Papa Pete helping build the homebrew games. We take shifts. This is the Intellivision Mega Booth. You still haven't responded from my email from 2007, by the way.
I know. I'll get to it.
have Papa Pete playing Astro Smash. This is the Steam version.
Hi, Pete.
Hey, Willie.
This is the first Pumpkin Trilogy box that I've made.
Nice.
And the first one that I've assembled, the first cart. And these are the overlays.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to put them in the box. Like so. And the first manual goes in here. And I'm going to seal it up and give it to our friend Casey.
The first
The very
sale.
first copy.
Right on.
I'm very happy to have the first one.
So you have Providence on it.
Do you want Canadian or USD?
USD, please. You don't want to give me any of that Canadian money crap. It's 70 for the initial release.
Or 60 Canadian.
For you, I'll take 60.
All
I'll
right.
take 60 from you.
Oh,
Because
thank
helped
you.
me out. Thank you
Appreciate
very much.
that.
Right on. The first sale. Right here. Pumpkin Trilogy.
Right here.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna buy more after we stop. Here we have Pete buying Amigo Cornhole.
All right, I'm gonna go get separated cases.
All right, we are at the Opcodes game booth at PRGE. They have 5 new games coming in 2024. We're going to show you a couple of them. This is Montezuma's Revenge. You can select 1, 2, or 3. This game plays very well. You guys know me, I buy one of everything in television, but this is going to be one that I would play until I beat it. I use the key. Jumped over that snake. You can't fall, you got to use the ladders. Oh, now we got some fire. Here we got the red key. Ah, and I got burned. Do I still have the key? And I fell. All right, now let's try one of the other ones. All right, now we have Exerion. Shooter. Definitely love shooters. This one takes a little bit to get used to with the floaty flight controls. I do like it. These are just demos. All right, let's try one more here. I believe this is Goonies. The Goonies. I don't even know if I knew what to do here. Looks very similar. Oh. All right, there you have the 3 games that they have on display. In a few minutes, we're going to do an interview. All right, here is a sample of the Game Club from Opcode Games. Nice magazine, again, nice paper. Definitely going to join as soon as I get back to the hotel, send an email. This one is for Coleco. And Atari one, and Intellivision one coming soon, I believe. Were you into it today?
A little better, but not really into it.
I forgot the walls.
We've got Salvador playing Berserk Recharged. This is still an early version. I do like it. We're winding down, all cleaned up. About to get out of here. What a fun. Man, what a great bunch of pictures and videos from throughout my weekend at PRGE this year. I hope you enjoyed them. This was just a small part of the show and a small part of what I took. And now we're going to get into my pickups. Okay, now we're to the part of the show where I'm going to show you everything I purchased at PRGE. This is going to take a while. This is going to be fun. At the same time, there's everything from little pieces of paper to high-end collectible items. So let's get into it. On no particular order, I'm just going to start showing stuff off and setting it aside. Now, this I picked up Sunday on the last day. It wasn't high on my list, but a very clean Atari 800 XL computer with all the hookups. And it was, you know, pretty heavily discounted for the final day. So I'm happy to now have that in my collection. I also have the power pack and the AV cables. Let's just start getting in here. I see one of you guys threw some napkins in my bag. Always lots of surprises. I guess I better look before I show stuff. So here we have Amigo Cornhole. This is complete CIB, making light fun of the Amigo Cornhole game. And now this is my only Atari Age booth pickup. This was recommended by Al. He said it's a very good game. I'll get into it more later. Very nice box. These I picked up, man, I picked up for the booth. So as you can see, the top of the Running Man breaks off very easy on these. I bought 5 of them. I don't even know if any made it home with their heads. So, but they did serve their purpose at the booth. I had them placed around, so that was nice addition to the booth. What is this? I grabbed a bunch of miscellaneous Atari paperwork, you know, on the 2600 plus. So we got that stuff. Solomon's Key for the NES. Now, if they had Generation 2 gaming items, I tried to find something I needed regardless of what it was, and NES games were a bunch of what I picked up. Oh, here is the lone survivor. He still has his head. That's definitely going to go up on the shelf. The only one that made it. Hopefully he realizes that he needs to change that Running Man. Maybe I can glue one of these guys back on. So I did pick up a lot of shirts. So here are a few of them. This is the shirt that I have on. Here is Sibling Rivalry, the Intellivision controller shirt. That was the Portland Retro Gaming Show. Now, I picked up 3 shirts from them. They were not, they didn't have a booth this year, but, and there we have the NES controller. She designs all of the artwork, and then they print them out on shirts. So I love supporting people in the community. I also bought an Atari controller shirt. They smell like perfume. All right, that is the end of that bag. Move this stuff over here. We have a Champ Games Turbo shirt. We know what's coming next over here. So Champ Games had their own booth this year. I picked up Elevator Agent. There's the back. Here is Turbo Arcade. Looks very good. That was their second release. I also picked up a game. I thought I had all their games, but Zookeeper, I did not. So they did have like 10 games there that you could pick up of their older titles, and I did grab the one I needed. What else is in here? These are Champ Games flyers. They show you, their games and the new ones, of course. There's one more in here. Here's Champ Games business card. I'm going to show you guys everything from the smallest paperwork to the bigger games. Galaga on the NES. This was Gleamy the Cube. I think that's John Riggs' game. I make sure I buy those guys games every year if they have something new. And this was related to Elevator Agent. I didn't have it for the NES, so I picked up Elevator Action. Defender 2. What do we have here? Couple sealed games. Intellivision Revolution had them out. Some of these I picked up from Steve Jones Box Company. This one is a special version of Sea Battle, and it is sealed. Bandai, is that how you say it? A sealed Night Stalker, regular version. Sealed Intellivision Inc. Football. Now, here is John Hancock's game, Game Panic 3, Parcel Success. That is a nice little package there. What else do we have in here? Ice Hockey for the 2600. It was an Activision game I needed. Here is RBI 2 Baseball for the NES, complete in box. I don't go after NES games all the time, but it is, besides Generation 2, I love grabbing NES games. Now this, upon first glance, just looks like Hover Bobber, from Electronite. But this is a rare version, and I can't even remember what it is. I got it from a guy that had 2 copies of it. Happy to have it next to my regular Electronite version. So this is one of Electronite's new releases from the show, Pumpkin Trilogy, complete in box. Look forward to getting into that as well. Now this was a very limited release from the show, Thunder Soldier. Maybe you've seen the little video they have on YouTube. Check it if you don't, or if you haven't. Thunder Soldier, check it out. Regular release coming soon. This was a very small release from the show for the Intellivision guys. I was happy to be a part of that. Can't show you that one yet. That's in another segment. I also, from Electronite, picked up another copy of Rick Dynamite. This is the gatefold. I want to say there's gatefold and non-gatefold for this. Can't quite remember for sure, but I want another copy because I gifted a lot of mine over the last couple years. Got to make some room here. Now this, Lathe had this for sale, and I think he needed $1 for something he was doing. So I grabbed it, purchased, poker and blackjack for $1 just so he could get rid of it and get the $1 he needed. I have probably 50 of those, but what the heck. Kung Fu for the NES. Double Dragon 2 for the NES. Joust. This was a game I had as a kid. I loved playing it on my NES, and I made lists this year because last year I had no lists. So I didn't really want to buy a bunch of stuff when I have no clue if I already have it. So this year I came prepared. All of Gen 2 and NES, I had lists. So this is Roger Clemens MVP Baseball, again for the NES, and Baseball Stars. Man, I love that game in the arcade. I'm not sure I've played it on the NES, but I'm looking forward to trying it. What do we have here? Classic Game Fest, another show. It's July 19th, 20th, and 21st of 24 in Austin, Texas. I have more information and video on that. This is crap for my wallet. Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Nice little card. They had some freebies at the booth where you buy the shirts. A 23 catalog from Intellivision. Had to get one of those. I hope I got a second one. If not, I'm going to have to talk to Rev. So this is an adapter. Man, I can't even remember what that. It's for the computer. It lets you hook up a PS2 keyboard for my XL. I think that's what that was. Super Pro Pickleball. This is a full manual. Mark brought these and was handing them out to us. Again, not something that was mass produced, but I'm happy to have it. Portland Retro Gaming Expo. A flyer, little card. I got some stickers, Intellivision Revolution advertisement card with a QR code. I got a couple of the catalogs from the show. Now this was some more stuff that I picked up from Lathe, one of the guys at the Intellivision booth. Some, collectible paperwork, several different things. I just kind of tried to clean them out of a lot of different things that I figured why not. So, was it Ryan Berger of Old School Gamer? He was there, and I picked up 2 issues that I didn't have yet. Trying to support that booth. I'm already a subscriber, so there's nothing I can do there. Here's some more shirts. Man, I picked up a lot of shirts. I forgot that they're all split up. They also had last year's shirts. So last year, I wasn't able to get the Pac-Man shirt, only Miss Pac-Man, because they sold out really quick. And I think my Miss Pac-Man shirt was when I bought the whole weekend pass, if I remember right, and I didn't make it in time to get that shirt. But they had more this year because they ran out, and they said they felt bad, so they printed them again. So I was able to buy the shirts that I was missing. So here we have a box Intellivision console. Now, it doesn't have the styrofoam pieces, but this was actually bought by C-Mart because we needed some more consoles for the booth, and he walked around and found it, $50. So I was like, hey, if you don't really want that after the booth, I'll buy it. I'm going to get it AV modded and maybe make it a regular console for the show. Here's some opcode paperwork. Intellivision console sticker. Now they were also giving out these bags. This was more of a, Hyperkin. It's like a cheaper bag, but it's nicer than the yellow ones they gave out. I did buy the show's bags, which are like a cloth material, and I like those a lot more. Okay, this is a very rare Mexican version of Backgammon. I believe it's the only Mexican version of an Intellivision game that I have. They are very hard to get. I'm happy to have that. It was the only one to buy, or I would have bought more. All right. Now here is a bunch of the homebrews. This is Intellivision Revolution, Boing, Backgammon from Intellivision, Xor. Oh yeah. Super Mario Bros. If you have not seen this, it is absolutely amazing. I cannot believe that they are able to pull that off so perfectly on Intellivision. Now this is Triple Challenge 2, even has the white label. My favorite game on here is Squiddy. I'm not too sure about the other ones yet, but I really like Squiddy. Peter the P finally gets a full box release. I do have the early version. Another copy of Xor. Traffic Jam, Intellivision Revolution. Here's a couple more copies of Mario Brothers. I had to buy quite a few of those. Intellivision is my favorite and first love for consoles, but Super Mario Brothers is my favorite all-time game. So these are actually, they're in there, but I brought these back home with me. It is a slight color variation for D2K, and I had to take some for some of the collectors as they wanted them. Here is Melody Blaster 2 for the Intellivision. Another copy of Boing. Pitfall 3. You guys may have been seeing me play that one for quite a while leading up to PRGE. Happy to finally have the full release version. Super Pro Gammon. Rock'em Sock'em Super Pro Boxing. Striker Super Pro Bowling. Rags to Riches. Man, this is getting, my desk here is just piled with stuff. I've never shown off so many things at one time like this. Not really sure where to stick it all. And I have to make a little bit of room here so I can show you guys some more stuff. None of this was organized very well. Pretty much the last day, you know, it's like put it all wherever it fits. Luckily I drive, so I had plenty of room to get all of it home. Let's move this out of the way. All right, let's get this big bad boy out of the way. So I've been looking for quite a while. So this was the same place I picked up the Atari 800 XL, Atari Exegs, complete in box. I mean, I'm so happy to have this finally. And then it was the next day I picked up the XL because I wanted that one more, but the XL went, you know, cheap for the last day and I couldn't resist. Get these out of the way. Got one more box to get into, and then that will be it for the pickups. Got an Electronite banner. Need to take that again for him next year. Alright, this is a big tub though. So, a Coleco box. That was from Rev. Here are the posters from last year. They had those. I didn't get those last year either, so I was happy that they had them this year. Ah, yes. These are the yellow bags that they give you when you buy stuff. They are from Whatnot. They hand them out. You can get as many of those as you want pretty much. Alright, this is related to the Champ Games. This is from 8-Bit Widget. 8-Bit Widgets. So it is a 3D printed device that lets you put an Atari 2600 joystick here and the driving controller here, and this right here lets you utilize the side button so you can shift and drive. It's pretty unique, and I'm really excited to give this a try with the new Turbo game from Champ Games. And if you want this, I'm not sure if Champ Games has them on their site, but they were selling them with it was an option at the show, but you can get these at 8bitwidgets.com. Check them out. They have these and lots of other couplers. All right, so this is another kind of unique thing here. Let me find them all. Kind of doesn't work if I don't show them all to you at once. And where are they? There's the other one. Missing one more here. Where are you? Everything's kind of mixed up still. I'm not going to be able to find one of them. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to show you 5 of them. So, I talked to a collector and I asked if they had all the variant boxes for Hotel Bunny. So, they didn't respond, but then they brought them and gave them to me, which I'm very thankful. There's another one down in here somewhere. And these will go next to my regular version of Hotel Bunny that has everything in the box. Those are just boxes. Christmas Carol. A very rare game, a very good game. Got another special copy of that. Not sure. This is Space Cant variant box. I have the complete version. There is the special cart for Christmas Carol. Now these are, here's another Mario Brothers. Some of these are mostly going to be repeats. Rock'em Sock'em, Super Pro Boxing, another Traffic Jam, another Pitfall 3, another Melody Blaster 2, alright, here is another Triple Challenge 2, another Rags to Riches, another Amigo Cornhole, Striker Super Pro Bowling, and another Peter the P, which is Pac-Man-ish kind of game. This is my Atari Age badge and my exhibitor pass. Definitely save all those each year. Now these weren't pickups per se. There's my FUBAR. We did a 4-player FUBAR game and recorded it for Michael. I'm going to do another recording for you, Michael. He didn't really like the way that one turned out, so I'm going to do one with my family. Back safe. I took some regular boxes that I have lots of to put that card in. I didn't want to take the whole thing. And my cuddle cart's in this one. Oh, there it is. So here is my 23 PRGE edition Intelligent Resolution and Intellivision catalog. I knew I had 2 of them. I didn't know where they were. So that's where they were, hidden in the box. I got a YARS sticker. I had one that was messed up, and Willie brought me another one at the show. All right, here are the nicer bags that you could buy. They're a thick material. You know, it says Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I got 2 or 3 of those. I think I had 3. I gave one to my wife. What else is in here? Oh, one of my favorite pickups. Some more advertisement cards. I didn't take too many of those. Wanted to make sure that customers got them. Okay, here's some more stuff. This I got from the guy at the Evercade booth. Cannot remember his name. I have a Nuon, and what this does, it's a very rare console, and I only have one controller for it, and it is sealed. It's a Logitech. They're like $200 to $300, I think. This lets you use an N64 controller, so I can actually try my Nuon now. I was very happy to pick that up. Didn't even know it existed. Here's some random stuff that I got from Lathe. The guy I got all the paperwork stuff from. He had some extras. He was selling his doubles. Different joystick add-ons. A stickler. Another joystick add-on. One of these is actually a pair. The other ones are just singles. My hotel room key. Alright. Getting down to the nitty gritty here, but there's a few more good things, and I'm saving the best for last. Sibling rivalry. I got a lot of stickers. She was handing them out and gave me, when I got the shirts, they gave me one of everything. If you do not already sub to their channel, they have a few drinks and they play retro video games. Make sure you check them out. Give them a sub. Always fun to watch. Intellivision collector sticker, opcode pamphlet with QR code, a Papa Pete sticker. I had to get one of those. Another Rev card. Rev. I didn't realize I took 4 or 5 of those. I think some of those were at the end of the show. Here is a club for opcode. Got to join their other clubs for the other retro gamings. This was something PRGE sold. It is a card set. There's a lot of cards there, different classic consoles. I'm looking forward to opening that up and showing that off. This was John Riggs. Their air fresheners that, you know, look like, you know, old arcade insert coins. Got a couple of those. Another thing for the Atari 2600 Plus. And here was an Evercade card. What else is in here? Oh yes, I did pick up some loose carts, Dragster, Jungle Hunt. All these are for the 2600. Outlaw, Haunted House, Donkey Kong. That's for the ColecoVision. Sorry, I forgot I did pick up a few ColecoVision games. I have the Phoenix and I have like new homebrews, but I have 0 games for the ColecoVision. There's Carnival, Rick's favorite game. Mega Mania, we're back to the 2600 here. Activision Skiing. And another ColecoVision game, Super Action Baseball. And I have those joysticks as well. Looking forward to trying that. What else is in here? Couple necklaces and pins. This pin was from the immortal John Hancock. He had one in his hat as well. This was, oh, I forgot to give these to my kids. There's 2 of them in there. The one thing, I like to get them a bunch of things when I'm gone. Another controller sticker from Sibling Rivalry. So they're going to be excited to have something new that they didn't know about. Okay, so I think we're down to one last thing. And this, there's some stuff in here that I just took with me. This, oh wait, we got a shirt. This was given to me by William from Electronite. It's a D2K shirt. I did not have one of those. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. So this is the biggest purchase I've ever made for an Intellivision item or any other gaming item. I've been wanting it for years. Almost had it 20 years ago when I first collected. Could not. I got sniped. I'm usually the sniper, and the sniper got sniped. Oh, there's my Thunder Soldier. I was wondering where that was. And that's going to go with the box. I got to put the sticker on it. So, what do I have here? Oh man, am I excited. The play cable. This wasn't cheap. It's super rare. Now, I have, which way here? Right. I can't even do this. Right there. I have a bunch of play cable stuff. And in one of my upcoming unboxing videos, I have another rare play cable item. So pretty soon I'll do a video and some pictures on all of my play cable stuff together. Man, I'm really excited to have this in my collection. Thank you, C-Mart. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. He was talking about putting it in the auction at PRGE, and I was able to wrestle it from him with about 300 kind messages, and he sold it to me. And again, I'm thanking you. And I'm very happy to have this. It's my prize collection piece right here, at least until I get the KC, computer. I really hope to find one of those someday. All right, I believe that's it. The only other thing isn't really a pickup. I think I showed you earlier. I have the new controller. This isn't mine. It's on a loan, but I am going to be playing a lot of games on it. It's kind of like a pickup, I guess. All right, guys, that's going to do it for pickups. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that I purchased, and now we're going to go on to something else. Man, oh man, did that take a while to remove all that stuff from my recording area. So now we have a very special video that was a live private auction at the Intellivision booth for a super rare box. Yeah, that's right, it was just a box. So I recorded most of it. Let's check it out. What are you up to?
120.
150?
150.
150 to you.
Yeah, it's the same guy who made it go for the gold.
175. It was just like that. 175? I got the 175.
I'll just come in when you guys are done.
One. I think you know what.
175.
Anybody?
180. 180.
USD?
180.
USD?
Right, yeah. Yes, of course.
Oh, they're getting the auction for the wing loss.
So euros is even better. Two money.
Okay. Anyone want to beat 175?
2.
180. You said 180.
Oh, he did say one. Oh, you said 180, and then you said 2.
So add those four plus a bunch of other like a Thunder Castle.
182 or 200?
200.
200.
Oh, you have to say that part.
Oh, you have to say that.
If he does it, then he can play that. So you said that one, and I said 2. I meant $2.
Anyone else want to bid over 200? Anyone over 200?
Luke's thinking about it.
I'm out. Going twice?
He wants a snipe.
I'm just kind of seeing. Okay, so any of you guys want to bid more than 200?
Wait, I just said 3.
Oh, you said 300? Oh, sorry, I thought you were doing once, twice. Okay.
I'm just getting. It doesn't matter. I'm out.
So Luke is at 300.
350.
Anyone else?
350.
350. Anyone beating 350?
The Hunger Games.
I'm not that hungry. All right. 350. Going once. 350. 350.
50.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Portland Retro Game Expo 2023. My name is DJ Switch, and I'm going to be your DJ MC in the arcade again this year. Again, super stoked to be back.
350. Going once.
This is your 4-minute
Going
warning.
twice.
We're going to
Going
be opening
twice.
the doors in exactly 4 minutes.
Sold to Casey for
So please make sure you are ready for the general public.
Well, there you have the private auction for the Wing War box. I told those guys I was going to go home with it, and I did. Here it is. Just a box. Okay, everyone, I know this was a very long show. I thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please give me a like and a sub. And I'm also going to be putting all of this content out in smaller versions as soon as time permits. So if you like PRGE and you've never been, or if you've been in the past and haven't been in a while, next year's show dates are already set. It is the last weekend in September. I believe it's September 27th to 29th. Start planning, put in for your vacation, start saving. You will not regret going to this show, I promise you. I will be there next year as well. I plan on going almost every year. Just depends. My daughter's birthday is right around that weekend. If it ever falls on the weekend itself, I'll have to miss that one. But I'm good for next year. So, all right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one, which should be another pickup video. I've got a lot more stuff to open up that was sitting here before I left for PRGE. So we will see you guys soon. Good night.